welcome back to Workshop Leadership Communications. And today we're going to discuss about how to build your portfolio. But first of all, let me introduce myself. My name is Anggreni Pranandari, but you can call me Dini. I'm from Department Management, Faculty of Economics and Business, Universitas Gadjah Mada. Okay, so the discussions of today's agenda will be the first one, we're going to discuss about personal branding, and then the second agenda will be about career strategy, and the last agenda, we're going to discuss about how to build your portfolio. Okay, let's start about personal branding. I believe that you already know about what is personal branding. Okay, so personal branding is actually the conscious and intentional effort to create and influence public perceptions of an individual by positioning them as an authority in their industry, elevating their credibility and differentiating themselves from the competitions to ultimately advance their career, widen their circle of influence, and have a larger impact. In summary, personal branding is actually the effort to communicate and present your values. Talk about personal branding, you need to start with seeking your strongest trait. You need to find out, for example, I'm strong at writing, or I have a strong oral communication skill. That's how you seek your strongest trait. And then, the second step is to find your uniqueness in your trait. For example, you have your stronger point is to communicate verbally. And what is the unique of that? When you communicate verbally, you can persuade people, or you can make people believe in you, or the other things that you think that's unique. And then the third part is to leverage your traits, and then how you grow with it, and then you be it. Be it means you do that every day, and then you believe that you have the confidence to communicate verbally, and then you practice it every day, and then you're getting better and better. That's how you start to build your personal branding. So people will know that, that girl, for example, Rosie is the girl that having a nice communications skill. And then when people think about finding someone who can talk brightly in front of a lot of people, then you will come up in their mind because you have that traits, because you have that strong traits. Okay, we're going to continue to our second agenda. It's about how to build your career strategy, how to build your career actually. You need to strategize your career. The first thing important to do is to know your passion. You need to seek what is your passion. Is it in writing, or is it in playing games, or is it in selling some things? And then you need to develop it into job positions, and then you can find a company that's suitable with your passions. And then you need to create your career plan. What are you going to do in the next few years, in the next 5 years, for example? So you need to build your career plan. After you come to the company, you work at some company, and then you build a plan for 5 years. You work as an employee, and then you're going to climb up your positions into assistant manager, or something. And then that's how you build your strategy. And then you need to plan your strategy to get into that specific positions. For example, developing yourself, joining some training to develop yourself, and then fulfilling the key performance indicator, something like that. That's how you build your career strategy. However, you need to do something before you strategize your career. Before you jump to the workforce, You need to make sure that you can build your resume with something that you can offer, your skill, your ability. The first one you need is to plan your resume, and then in your resume, you need to set your story. What is the story? What is your history? What is your skill? What is your ability? And then you need to set your milestones, and then you need to make a career progress, and then you need to update your resume or CV accordingly, and then you evaluate your progress, you evaluate your development. Now we are going to discuss about how to build your portfolio. What I mean with portfolio here is curriculum vitae. According to the dictionary, curriculum vitae is a brief account of a person's educations, qualifications, and previous experience, typically sent with the job applications. Why is it important for you to build your CV? Curriculum vitae is actually a files to describe yourself, to let people know about you. And CV is a document that can summarize your educations, your experience, and your skills. And actually, your curriculum vitae will help you to sell your abilities, to sell your skills to the potential employers. The most important thing to know about CV is the recruiter, the employer, only spend seconds to look at your CV. So you need to be sure that your CV is stand out, and all your experience, educations, and skill is the right reason for you to apply in that positions. And now we're going to discuss about how to write a nice curriculum vitae. The first thing is you need to pick the right format for your curriculum vitae. And then you need to put your name and your contact information, because that is very important. And then when you start to write your curriculum vitae, you need to start with your personal profile. And then you need to list your relevant experience. So when you want to apply to some positions, then you just need to list down your relevant work experience, and also the achievement that you get from that work experience. And then it's also important to put your education sections. And then you need to put your relevant skills. And then when you want to send your curriculum vitae to the employer, you need to complement your curriculum vitae with a cover letter. So here's the examples of curriculum vitae. I will give you two examples of curriculum vitae. The first one is the curriculum vitae for applicant tracking system. So this is a system that built to screening the CV. So the recruiters will not pay attention one by one to the CV that submitted to their system. The system will read it for them, and then they will just look for the talent that's suitable for that positions. You can find the example of curriculum vitae in career.feb.ugm.ac.id. The one that I put here is curriculum vitae for the ATS with a lot of experience. So here, John Lim Keng Siang put his educational level, and then he also put his work experiences, several work experiences that related to the work, and then he also put his skill, achievement, and other related experience. Make sure that anything that you put on your curriculum vitae is related to the job that you applied. This is the other sample of curriculum vitae that's suitable for applicant tracking systems. And the other one is the example of CV that you can build with Bahasa Indonesia in a simple way. You can explain your background educations, and then you can explain your ability, your skill, your experience. You can create your curriculum vitae as simple as this. However, you still need to put some explanations on your, for example, on your background educations. Where did you go to school? And then you put some explanation there, and then put some achievement that you get from that educations. Besides build your curriculum vitae for applicant tracking system, you also can customize your CV. When you want to apply in some positions and they don't have the system, you can build your CV with interesting background, with some pictures that supporting your profiles, something like that. You can also put your self picture there. The most important thing is put your name, put your contact, and the summary of your profile, and then put your background educations, of course, and then put your relevant experience, and then if it's needed, you can put some 1 or 2 person as a reference. This is the other example when you want to customize your CV. Actually, you can customize your CV using graphic design platform, and basically it's free. You just need to open the platform and then put your photo there and then write down your CV, your names, your profiles, your educational backgrounds. Maybe your the ability to speak in other language is your strong point. So you can put it on your CV. For example, you can speak 6 languages. Put it on your CV if it's your strong point. Or you have experience, for example, as a volunteer. If you think it's relevant to the job that you applied, then put it on your CV. This is the other example when you want to customize your CV. And then the last thing that I want you to know is when you were students, now you're students, right? And I believe you still have time to gain experience. You can join student organizations. You will get some experience by joining students organizations. And you can join an internship. Maybe in the 5th or 6th semester, you can start to join internship. Or you can also working part-time inside or outside our campus. There's a lot of unit in our campus that you can apply for part-time works, or you can simply find another places outside the campus to working part-time. Because when you have this experience while you were a student, when you have some experience to work while you were students, then in the future when you graduate and looking for works, people will notice that, oh, this person as a student is active students, not only in campus but also outside the campus. And that will be a plus point for you, for the employer to hire you. So that is all for me. Thank you. And I'll see you in another workshop leadership communications course topics. See you.